Hallo Leute, willkommen zu einem weiteren Video zu Brawlstars. Wir gucken uns heute mal den neuesten Brawltalk an, weil in meinen Kommentaren stand sehr, sehr oft, dass ich mir den mal angucken sollte und dass mir der wohl gefällt, der Brawltalk. Keine Ahnung, aber es geht hier wohl um 2 neue Brawler, Gears irgendwas blabla und Pläne für die Zukunft. Vor allem geht der 9 Minuten der Brawltalk. Normalerweise gehen die so 4, 5, 6 vielleicht, 9 ist viel. Letztes Mal, als wir 9 Minuten hatten, da wurde die Story vom Spiel gezeigt und die mit diesem Kurzvideo, und, die Story war scheiße. Okay,
Ready
rein.
for the update, right, Danny?
That is correct, my human friend Paula.
What's that?
Meet Dannytron 3000, a genius robot I developed myself, capable of presenting any update.
Correct.
I see. Good job, Danny.
And welcome to Brawltalk. I'll be back.
Okay. Das ist der Worst Bell. Der ist neu, wurde. Ja, nö, klar. Ja. Okay.
Back to the Wild West, but not entirely.
We introduce you to the Robot Factory, the home of all those crazy robots you see in Star Park.
It's also a perfect link to our newest chromatic brawler, Sam.
He's the second member of Dell's trio and literally her partner.
Ich hasse seinen Bart.
Brawler Sam.
Grauhaarig, aber dann so ein orangener Bart. Ist doch ein Bart, ne?
Partner in crime. He also has some personal beef with all the robots in Star Park.
His playstyle feels very unique to Brawl. When equipped with his knuckle busters, he does a stronger close-range attack that can hit multiple enemies at the same time. When he doesn't have them, his attacks are not as powerful, but they are faster.
And while he has his knuckle busters, his super bar is always full, meaning he's the first brawler who already starts with his super available.
Oh, okay.
Activating his super with his knuckle busters on will throw them and will damage everything on their way. He also gets a temporary speed buff. Activating the super again will then call his knuckle busters back to his arms
okay.
and damage everything on their way back.
While Sun doesn't
Weird.
have his weapon, he'll have to charge his super in the normal way, by hitting his attacks. Or he can collect his knuckle buster again.
Sam will get the Caesar Sam skin at the last
Skin
tier
ist cool.
of the Brawl.
Die Reichweite sieht aber unangenehm aus. Der sieht aus, als ob der ganz kurz immer davor ist, Gegner zu treffen, von der Reichweite.
And the
Weil die wirklich kurz
first
ist.
king of the Brawl Pass is Desperado Poke.
Alright.
Completing the Calamity Gang will have Lawless Lola as the Power League skin
Fine.
and Crowbone for gems.
We will
Das ist ganz
also
geil.
be getting Moon Bunny Squeak for the Moon Festival in Asia,
That's alright.
Stonk Span, it will make sense, I promise,
Den
and
find ich gut.
Mecha Mortis, our newest 299 gems king with custom voiceover and visual effects.
Warum gibt's Mecha Mortis für Gems zu kaufen und nicht für, was war die andere Währung, wofür man die andere Mecha kaufen konnte? Aber ist nice, ist nice, ist nice.
On release month, you get his spray, profile picture, and a whole set of his pins for free.
Alright.
Also, it will unlock 2 color variations in the shop for 49 gems each.
Ja, sieht
And
sick aus.
lastly, Trick or Treat Leon, which will be available around Halloween. We'll have other skins for Halloween, but they will come in a different update.
And speaking of skins, all the robots got finally remodeled. They are a lot more polished, shiny, and brawly. We'll be getting another awesome 3D animation feature Pan and 8-bit, and to celebrate that, we'll be getting a new PvE mode.
In this mode, you must keep 8-bit alive by collecting coins across the map and protecting him from the
neue
waves
Modus.
of bots. If 8-bit is defeated, you lose the game. If you and 8-bit survive until the end, you win.
In this mode, 8-bit will be walking around and doing some work, so we'll be in a team of 4.
But also make sure you always have him in your
Dreieinhalb, ja.
side.
You can swap brawlers in Power League. At the preparation screen, you can either request or receive a request to swap a brawler, and if everything looks great, you can accept it.
That could be a really good idea to secure a good brawler first, or if they are just better than you with that brawler.
We'll have a second brawler which will be released later in September.
Gus is a very weird kid in his PJs and looks like he hasn't touched grass for a while.
But besides his catchy
Weird kid in his PJs and looks
Der sieht auch so verträumt aus, ne?
like he hasn't touched grass for a while.
Genau
But
wie Sandy.
besides his catchy vibes, Gus is actually a support brawler with the ability to heal and protect allies.
For every attack Gus hits, he charges a new bar. Once this bar is full, the next attack you hit will drop a ghost in the map. If your allies touch this ghost, they will heal. You can drop multiple ghosts in the map.
With his super,
Kann
he's
Geister
able to
beschwören.
cast a shield either on his allies or on himself. To cast it on allies, you should aim and hit your shot. To use it on yourself, you just tap the super button as if you would be auto-aiming.
And great news,
cool.
if you look forward to unlocking him, he will be super rare, which is quite easy to find in boxes.
Auch gut, auch gut. Endlich mal wieder ein Brawler, der leicht zu kriegen ist, neuer. Shoutout, ist gut, ist gut. Ja, ich habe bis jetzt die Klappe gehalten, weil ich bin mehr halt wirklich für den Zukunftspart gespannt. Ich hoffe, da wird irgendwas Großes angekündigt.
Trophy Reset is getting longer. It's now every 8 weeks in line with the Brawl Pass seasons.
We are partnering with some awesome esport teams, and you'll be able to support them too by getting their profile picture or pings from the shop.
New
Brawl Stars Esports gibt's noch?
challenges and quests with new sprays and profile pictures as rewards.
The Robot Factory environment is also available in Showdown.
New gadgets for Buzz and Grief.
Gear's
Nice.
price reduction.
And a message from the future. We managed to travel in time and get Frank from the future to tell you a bit more about what we have
Oh,
planned
Frank
for
kommt nur
Brawl
noch vor.
Stars in the future.
How do you do, fellow kids?
Oh
Wait,
no.
that's from the past. Sorry, Frank. So, we're all aware
one.
that we have some players who are concerned about the future. What do you have for the community?
Well, for the last few months, we've focused on designing and building our high-level roadmap for the future. And this is the first time ever we are talking about our future plans with you, our players. Why are we doing this? We feel there's a disconnect between you and us, and we'd like to resolve it.
So, let's talk about the next update.
Alright.
To get this out of the way, yes, we are going to rework gears. We didn't plan to make changes to the system this year, but we understand your feelings and frustrations about it, and we share most of them. Consequently, we decided to prioritize this and push back other changes.
Habe ich keine Meinung zu, das mit Gears, das sagt mir nicht, die existieren. Ich spiele zu wenig, um eine starke Meinung zuzuhaben, aber gut.
In fact, we're going to make some changes already in this update. We reduce the cost to craft gears and gear levels by about 50% in the coming update by reducing the amount of required scrap and tokens.
So, should we talk about October a little bit?
We're going to simplify the flow on how you acquire gears and decrease their cost. And at the same time, we're going to introduce additional, more specific gears, which won't be usable for all the brawlers.
And can we talk about what happens to existing gears?
We're pretty much hitting the reset button for gears and will reimburse all existing scrap, gear tokens, and already crafted gears to you. This will happen in coins, and coins will play a much bigger role in how to unlock gears in the future. This essentially allows you a full respec for gears once the October update arrived. Refunds will be based on the total amount of scrap and gear tokens you've collected since we've introduced them last year.
Cool. And there is more, right?
Why, Paula? Yes. We are also reworking the existing PvE weekend modes. We ultimately don't believe they are fun anymore, and we're going to replace them with a new, more dynamic PvE system, which will introduce new features including multiple stages, persistent power-ups,
Gut.
different environments, and new types of enemies and bosses.
Aber die Events, die sind ja schon lange kein Fun mehr, ne? Aber gut, dass es eingesehen wurde.
Almost like a place where we'll be able to tell a story in the future.
We also have plans beyond
Kind
October.
of sick.
That's right. The timeline becomes a bit more uncertain at this point. However, there are a few bigger topics we would like to tackle. And the first one is affecting the current progression system and its reliance on luck in order to unlock brawlers. We would like you to have more say in which brawlers you unlock and when, as well as which brawlers you would like to upgrade.
What?
These changes have a huge impact on how brawlers played and will give every player a clear goal in the game. We'd like to get these changes into your hands as fast as possible.
And there are more things the team
Kein Glück mehr, welche Brawler man kriegt?
is working on.
Yes, we would like to make it more meaningful to improve playing certain brawlers. The concept of mastery. Think clearer goals, rewards, you get it. Additional items on our current list of things to do are matchmaking, a better sense of collecting cosmetics and more ways for you to show them off, as well as tools for you to share cool moments in the game on social media directly from within the game.
Wait, yes.
Alright, das war's, ne? Warum habe ich so viele Kommentare gekriegt von Leuten, die mir gesagt haben, Bador, du musst den unbedingt angucken, das wird dir mega gefallen. Ich finde das gut. Ich finde, die neuen Brawler sehen interessant aus. Ich finde, neuer Modus ist cool. Ich finde gut, dass offen kommuniziert wird, was jetzt verändert werden soll. Dass auch Fehler eingestanden werden, so gesehen. Wobei es wurde nicht richtig gesagt, wir haben Fehler gemacht mit Gears. Es wurde eher so gesagt, es hat euch nicht gefallen und so. Aber passt. Dass es mit den Brawlern anders funktioniert, finde ich gut. Aber hat mich jetzt auch nicht so krass umgehauen, ne? Interessanter Brawltalk. Ich glaube, wenn du halt ein großer Brawltalk-Fan bist, ist es gut. Ich bin zwar der Meinung, das Spiel ist so gesehen fertig, weil das halt schon so zugepackt ist mit Inhalt. Und da kannst du ja machen, was du willst. Das Spiel wird nicht sich frischer anfühlen, weil da schon sehr viel drin ist im Spiel. Also es müsste schon Brawl Stars 2 rauskommen, damit sich die Brawl Stars Marke nochmal frisch anfühlt. Finde ich zumindest. Aber ne, Brawl Stars macht eine Menge richtig. Es sieht interessant aus. Wieso auch immer dazu. Ich bin mal gespannt, was die Hardcore Brawl Stars Fans dazu sagen. Weil ich bin eher so in Kategorie, ja, ist nett. Sieht nett aus. Da bin ich so gerade. Aber gut, Leute. Ich will das Video jetzt auch nicht künstlich in Länge strecken. Deswegen sehen wir uns dann bis zum nächsten Mal. Vielen Dank fürs Zusehen. Bis dahin, Leute. Und ciao.